Okay, so via the signs that you're going to make now, we're going to see if you know what you're saying. So you can't say huwa. That's going to be, okay, that could also work, because that is you, but that could be he or so. Okay, point to males, him, the side, and then all of them, and she, and so on and so forth. But try to create that picture in your mind. It must be simultaneous, that you know what you're saying. So try to add a picture to it. So huwa, point to somebody, huwa, hum, hiya, hunna, anta, antum, anti, you, one female, antunna, you, many females, ana, nahnu. So we're learning sign language also now. But it actually assists, you know. The Arabic language is something that's maybe foreign to us. We're going through the process. But when you use all the senses, it assists in being able to understand the language better. So let's try it again. Huwa, hum, hiya, hunna, anta, antum, anti, antunna, ana, nahnu. Lovely. Okay, so turn to your partner and say the scale. Say the scale and say it with meaning. Okay, say it to your partner and make sure your partner knows the scale well. If I come to your partner and your partner doesn't know it, it means that you didn't facilitate the process well. So go for it. Sure. Okay, let's continue. So, the partner, you know it? Partner, partner. This partner looks confused here. Do you know the scale? Yes, I can test you. I can test you. No, I'm not joking. You want to try? No? Okay, guys. There's someone's name that I mustn't say here because they say I'm only saying his name, so I'm not going to say his name today. Guys, what are you doing? You so good? No, I'm not talking about you. But the guys over there, you know the scale? Everyone knows the scale. Guys at the back. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2, testing 1 2. It's good to go. Okay, the request, they said they want the nikah to take place in the masjid. So at 20 past, inshallah, the ladies are going to go over into the classroom over there. It's available, and then group work will take place there, inshallah. So at 20 past, we're going to make a move and we're going to open it up for the nikah to take place, inshallah. Khair. There are some extra pronouns that, as you saw when I put up the slide, I deleted it. One of the things that Mawlana Khalil did to facilitate ease, to make it easy for you, is he took out the dual form. The dual form is hardly used. So you're just doing the singular form. So the dual form, for example, will be after huwa, you will have huma, the two of them. Okay? But this would suffice you for the objective as to what you're trying to achieve. And we're now going to, after you understanding the pronouns and after understanding the meaning to the pronoun, we're going to see how it forms when you put it next to or connected to a noun or to a verb or to a harf, a particle, and how it affects that particular noun or verb or particle. When it's connected to a noun, it has a particular effect, it has a particular meaning. When it's connected to a verb, something else happens. When it's connected to a harf, something else happens. Okay, so everyone is happy and comfortable with the pronouns thus far. Is there any questions on the pronouns? So the way it is over here, the word huwa, hum, hiya, hunna, that is when it is detached. So it's not connected to any of the three things that I mentioned. When you see it over here like this, who, that's when it's connected to a verb, to a word. Stays the same. Ha. So here, when it's connected, it becomes ha. Hunna stays the same. Anta becomes ka. Antum becomes kum. Antunna becomes kunna. Ana becomes e. So kitabun, if you say my book, kitabi. And then nahnu becomes na, kitabuna, and so on and so forth. So that's when it's going to be connected, it's going to change, it's going to be abbreviated. Everyone got that? Okay, so the way you see it in the first row, that's when it's detached, when it's not connected to a word, and when it's attached, then it changes slightly, some of them. Okay, so let's look at the dama'ir. Attached to nouns, it's going to be either attached to a noun, or it's going to be attached to a verb, or it's going to be attached to a harf. Everyone got that? It can be attached to one of the three. So here's an example. If you want to say his book, you're not going to say kitabu huwa. Okay, so you have the word kitab, you have the pronoun his, and then when you join the two, it becomes kitabu hu. Kitabu hu. Just going back quickly. Notice huwa, when it's going to be attached, it becomes hu. And that's what you're seeing over here. That's what you're seeing over there. Kitabu hu. It becomes his book. His book. If you look at the second example, kitabu, if you want to say their book, all of their book, many, plural, 3 or more, it's going to be whom. We know it's whom. So we don't say kitabu, whom separately. We put it together. Kitabu, whom. And then that's how it is. It is connected. So kitabu, whom. Their book. Their book. Everyone got that? Now, when it's attached to a verb, it has a different meaning completely. It still has the same meaning, but it has a different effect when it's connected to a verb. And this is very important, because many times we make the mistake in translation because we see the damir connected to the verb. So when you see sami'a and you want to connect the huwa, which is now going to be abbreviated to the verb, it's going to be sami'ahu. Sami'ahu. When you translate this, it becomes he heard him. The who at the end, is that the fa'il? Is that the doer? No. It's the done upon. And that's the rule over there. When a damir is connected to the verb, it is the done upon. When a damir, a pronoun, is connected to a verb, it is the done upon. It is not the doer. Everyone got that? That's very important. Because you're always going to see a damir connected to it and you can say, hey, but here's the doer. That is not the doer. The rule is, when a damir is connected to a verb, it is the done upon. It is the done upon. And that's the rule. So look at the difference between a noun and a verb. When it is connected to a noun, then it becomes possessive. His book, her book, your book. When it's connected to the verb, it's the done upon, it's no longer the doer. Very, very big difference. Okay? So please note that. And whenever you see a damir connected to a verb, it's going to be the done upon. The done upon. Just remember that. So the example over here is sami'a hu. Sami'a hu. He heard him. Where's the doer? Inside the verb. Eli. On the left or, sorry, on the, Eli. What is Eli? On the end. On the end or to the left, or it's going to be inside. So over here it's inside. Next example, sami'a hum. He heard them. He heard them. So again, the whom over here is, what's the whom going to be? The done upon. The done upon. Where's the doer? Inside. Inside. So just leave this quickly for a moment. You did the verb, you did the structure of the verb, you know how the verb works. You have your scale. Fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'alu, all the way down. Oh yeah, you skipped the dual, eh? Fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alat, fa'alna, fa'alta, fa'altum, fa'alti, fa'altunna, fa'altu, fa'alna. That's when a damir is connected to that scale, the damir is the done upon. So you know that there is a doer already. The damir that's connected to the pronouns connected to, it's not the doer. Don't be confused over there. Okay? So you know your verb, you know how it works. You're adding something to the verb now. It's the done upon. Everyone got that? Alhamdulillah. Okay. And then when it's attached to a harf, a particle. So when it's attached to the particle, it only follows the meaning of the particle. That's all it is. So li or la, it's going to be la means for, or li means for, bi, with, ala, on, all the huruf that you did, the harfu jar, it's going to follow that meaning. So you say lahu, for him, lahum, for them, bihi, bi means with, bihi, with him. If you say fi, you're going to use the word who as it now. Who, remember, who can be he or it. You can say fihi, in it. So with the harf, is connected to it, it's just going to follow that particular meaning. Whatever the harf is, it's going to be connected to that pronoun. Everyone got that? So it can only be connected to 3 types of words. It's going to be connected to the noun, it's going to be connected to the verb, and it's going to be connected to the harf. When it's connected to the noun, it becomes possessive. Kitabuhu, his book. Kitabuka, your book. When it's connected to the verb, it becomes the done upon. The done upon. Sami'ahu, he heard him. Sami'ahum, he heard them. Let me give you a different example. Sami'u hum. Sami'u hum. They heard. Excellent. Because Sami'u, know the doer is there. There is a doer already. Everyone got that? So you know your verb, and all you're doing is you're attaching a pronoun to it now. That's all it is. Very simple. Alhamdulillah. So just another example. This is exactly the same. Just broadened. So attached to the nouns, kitabu huwa becomes kitabuhu, his book. Here's an example. Kitabuhum, their book. Kitabu hiya, you add it together. Kitabuha, her book. Yes. Slide back. Sorry? By the harf, yes. Say that again. Yes. Li, yes. Okay, so the question is, by the harf, you see it's li over there, and then it changes to la. That's just for the process of the sound. So it will be difficult to say lihu. So in the Arabic language, the sound would change according to ease of the tongue. It's not a rule at all. No rule at all. The harf cannot take a hal. Remember when you did jar majroor, then only the ismul majroor you would say it in halatu jar. The word, the harfu jar, we don't even worry about that. We just say jar, majroor, the word coming after the halatu jar. So the harf itself doesn't have a hal. No matter how it's going to look, it will stay the same. It will, I mean, it won't have a hal or anything like that. Everyone got that? So just, we're going to do some exercises now to make it a bit easier. All you need to know is, we're currently busy with dhama'ir, pronouns. The pronouns are huwa, hum, hiya, hunna, anta, antum, anti, antunna, ana, nahnu. Those are your pronouns. You know your pronouns. You know who you are speaking about. Either you're speaking about him, but when we're speaking, we're only speaking good. We're not backbiting. When we're speaking about him, about her, about them, and so on and so forth, we got the pronoun. Now the pronoun is going to be used in a sentence. It's going to be attached either to a noun, or to a verb, or to a harf. This is how it affects when it's connected to a noun. It's going to be possessive. His book, her house, her car, and so on and so forth. Then, when it's connected to a verb, it is going to have the done upon effect. The pronoun connected to a verb is going to be known as the done upon, not the doer. Very importantly. And with the harf, it just follows the meaning as to what. Testing 1 2. Okay, it's working again. So 7.1, attach pronouns. Separately they have it over there. Huwa, hum, hiya, hunna, anta, antum, anti, antunna, ana, nahnu. And they show you exactly how it comes when it's attached. So they give you examples here, right through. What you need to do now, and I think the people are coming in slowly, so we can move over to the females can move over to the class at the back, inshallah. And what you're going to do is run through these examples. So for example, lahu, la, you did the huruf already. La means for, lahu for him, lahum for them, laha for her, lahunna for all of them, laka for you, lakum for all of you, laki for you female, lakunna, li, me for me, lana for us, bihi, be with him, with them, with her, with all of them, fihi, in it, fi him, in all of them, fiha, in it, oh, fihinna, fika, in you, fikum, fiki, fikunna, ala, upon, alayhi, alayhim, alayha, alayhin, alayhinna, ilayhi, ila is to, ilayhi, then min, from, minhu, from him, from them, anhu, upon it. Okay, so just go back to your huruf. If you want to know the meaning of one of the huruf over there, you got the huruf, you got the meaning to the huruf. Go back to it, look at it, translate it, and go through these examples, inshallah. After the nikah, what time is the break today? 10:15. So the nikah should take place till about 10 o'clock. I think we can stay in the groups, and the facilitators can move around and then just continue. So what's going to happen after this, after you go through those examples? If you look on the next page, they give you in sentence form. So attach pronouns from the Quran, and there's a few examples, and you have to do this as an exercise when you get over there now, after going through that list. And then as homework, 7.2 and 7.3 on the next page needs to be done. So let's just look at these three examples that are given here. So you basically need to do the grammatical analysis of it. Rafa'ahu, rafa'ahu. This is a verb. There is the damir connected to it. You know, without even looking at it, when the damir is connected to a verb, it's going to be the done upon. So you know that already. And then it says rafa'ahu Allah. So to raise. Rafa'a means to raise. Raised him. He's the done upon. Who raised him? Allah raised him. Rafa'ahu Allahu. Allah raised him. And then you break it up according to your signs. So rafa'a is going to be the verb, the fa'il is going to be in the verb, and the maf'ulun bihi is going to be the who, and sorry, the fa'il is Allah. Let's look at the next one. Wajadaka a'ilan. Wajadaka. Wajadaka means wajada, to find. He found. Wajadaka, he found. What is the ka? You. This is the damir connected to the verb. Wajadaka, he found you. A'ilan, destitute. So you translate it and you break it up like that, according to that. Then faja'alahum. The fa means so. It's added to the verb. Ja'ala. What does ja'ala mean? To make. Faja'alahum. He made them ka'asfin, like crops or straw, ma'kul, that were eaten. So your job here is to translate. I would preferably say, if you're struggling with these, there is a reference there. Go to the reference and translate it from there. Yes. Okay. Yes. Sorry? Oh, okay. The word rafa is the verb. And the rule of the verb is you're going to look for a doer. So you either look at the end, you must look for rafa'u or rafa'na, and so on and so forth. No, the doer is Allah. Yes, it means to raise, and you have to look for the doer. So either the doer is going to be inside or it's going to be on the side. It's on the side. Everyone got that? So these are examples. If you need translation, go to the reference points over there And then the main thing is to all of these examples. If you look at the number 4, alladhi khalaqaka, there's your damir connected to the verb. Next one, fa'adalaka, fa'adalaka, the damir ka is connected to the verb over there. Min nutfatin khalaqahu. Just underline this, it will make it easier for you, for when you're looking at it, because sometimes it's so much connected and then we don't know what is what. So min nutfatin khalaqahu, the who over there. Wa khalaqnakum, kum over there. Faja'alahu, who over there. Yas'alunaka. Okay, we'll just do those few examples. So I think the ladies can move over to the class. First go over the table over here, look through the table, see how it's connected, then go through the examples that were given. And the facilitators must please assist on the lady section, and we will assist here by the male section, inshallah. So team up with somebody and go through the table, translate it, lahu, lahum, and translate it. And then once you got a good feeling of that, go to the examples. السلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. Alhamdulillah, we're going to continue with the last 10 minutes or 5 minutes of our class, inshallah. So you were given the introduction to the concept of huruf, or sorry, not huruf, pronouns being connected to either a ism, a fi'al, or a harf. Okay, you understood the concept. And now you went into some of the examples. I wanted to do some of the examples with you, but time is not going to allow. What I'll quickly do is just I'll run through some of it and highlight to you what you need to look out for regarding the pronoun that's connected to a ism or a fi'al in both 7.2 and 7.3, and then we'll just conclude with some nasiha. So what I'm going to do very quickly, I'm just going to highlight some of the things that you can look out for in 7.2 and 7.3, and this will be done for homework, inshallah. And then we'll conclude with some nasiha and we'll go on break, inshallah. I'm going to do example 4 and 5 with you, and then from number 9 down I'm going to highlight what you need to look out for when doing the homework. So number 4, alladhi, the one who, khalaqaka, the verb khalaqa, this is a verb. Ka is connected to the verb. When there is a damir connected to the verb, we know that is the done upon. So alladhi, the one who, khalaqa, created, ka, you. Alladhi khalaqaka, he is the one who created you. So you know that the ka over there is the maf'ulun bihi, it's the done upon. And then fa, so adala ka, and then he fashioned you, or he adal also means to put you in equal proportion. So he put you in equal proportion. Adal, he is the one that did that particular act, to put in proportion, to fashion. Ka, you. So the ka over there, once again, is the damir, the pronoun that's connected to the verb. Okay, so that's what you're going to do for all of it. Also, very importantly, these are portions of verses that are taken directly out of the Quran. Because it's a portion of the verse, you're not going to get a correct meaning just from this. So please look at it in context, look at it via the references that are given, and it will make it easier, inshallah. And then the next one, min, from nutfatin. Nutfa is a drop of sperm. Khalaqa, who, the verb khalaqa, to create. Khalaqa, who, here's the who, here's the damir connected to the verb, that is going to be the done upon. So from a drop of sperm, he created him, speaking about Adam alayhi salam. Khalaqa, who, He created him. Okay, so those are two examples just to give you an understanding as to how you're going to go through the rest of it. I'm going to go to number 9, and I'm just going to highlight some of the things that you can look at when doing the homework, and then I want to go to 7.3 and highlight some of the things you can look at over there as well. So number 9, yashhaduhu. So there's a verb. The who connected to the verb is that damir. Highlight that and know that that is going to be your done upon, translated as the done upon. Al-muqarrabun. The next verb, the next number 10, the reference over here is incorrect. So it's Surah 95 verse number 5. Surah 95, I think it's verse number 5, but it's definitely Surah 95. You will find it in Surah 10. Radadnahu. So there's two things happening here. Radadna, the na over there is your, what's that going to be? It's going to be your doer. Okay, so radadna, if you take it down the scale, fa'alna, radadna, at the bottom over there. And then the who that is connected to it, that is your damir, that is going to be your done upon. Ja'alnakum, another example. So fa'alna, ja'alna, that is your doer. The kum is going to be your done upon. Sorry, did I say something wrong there? Ja'alnakum. Oh, I skipped one, sorry. Fa ja'alnahu. The fa is so, it's extra. Ja'alna, we made hu, him. So there is again the fa'il, and the pronoun that's connected to it is the done upon. And just one more example, the next one. Ja'alnakum. So ja'alna, jama'nakum. Sorry man. Jama'nakum. Jama'na, the noon is the doer, and the kum is your done upon. Okay, so whenever you look at it, break it up like that, and now the damir that's connected to it is going to be the done upon, and all the rest of it you do it exactly like that. You break it up like that. Now for 7.3, these examples are the examples when it's a damir connected to a noun. Exactly the same. I'm just going to do the 3 examples that are there already, and you should be able to do the rest inshallah. With the 4 examples, Rasuli, he. So the ha connected to it becomes possessive. Rasuli, his messenger. Okay, the ha, know that's connected to the noun over there. There's something we didn't explain in this lesson, but you go. This is the sign they use on top of Rasuli. He is mudaf in ilay. How so? Sorry? Possessor. So mudaf in ilay, it's if you say Kitabul Waladi, the book of the boy. Kitabuhu, the book of him, his book. Do you get that? So Kitabuhu is his book, it's the book of him. Possessor, possession, possessor and possession. Mudafun ilay. Everyone got that? I see now you look a bit lost now. Just go back to your mudafun ilay construction. It's when someone possesses something. The book of him, the car of her. Now this is the same thing. It's just put together now. So that's why you will find on number 1 on top, it's mudafun ilay. Number 2, ala, upon, sam'ihim. Sam'ihim. This is not a verb, it's a noun. Sam'ihim. Ala, upon, sam'ihim, their hearing. So again, it's the whom connected to the word sam, and that's again their hearing. Their, it's possession. Mudaf ilay. Next example. Fi jidi ha. In her neck. The neck of her. Her neck position. The ha connected to jid, that is the damir. And the last one, lakum. There's two over here. There's the half that's connected. The damir is connected to the half, lakum. And as well as dinu kum. The damir connected to the noun. So I just want to highlight to you what you're going to look for. You're going to look for the damir. You're going to translate it. Preferably try to translate it, but then go to the reference to understand how it makes sense, and then break it down like that, inshallah. We passed our time for nasiha. I don't know. Nasiha? No nasiha? Nasiha? Okay, inshallah. On the request of the ladies. Inshallah. Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Salatu wassalamu ala ashrafil mursaleen sayyidina wa nabiyyina wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. We've come out of what was known as the best of days in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The best of days, the 10 days of the Hijjah, the first 10 days. Allah takes an oath by that when He says, wal fajr wa layalin